45 flights from Eleftherios Venizelos are canceled due to developments in the Middle East. Regarding today's flight cancellations at Athens Eleftherios Venizelos Airport due to developments in the Middle East, information indicates that 45 flights are affected, including both arrivals and departures. The issue of repatriating Greeks who are in the affected areas is being handled by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where relevant platforms have also been opened. For their part, the airlines, after the already announced flight cancellations, are continuously reviewing their plans, closely monitoring developments, and referring to ongoing updates. The largest domestic airline, Aegean, has proceeded with 10 flight cancellations just for today, whether they are departures or arrivals. Flights to and from Tel Aviv, Erbil, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and 10 more destinations are still scheduled, while the possibility of extending the suspension of flights beyond March 3rd, as already announced, is being considered. Similarly, the other domestic airline, Sky Express, has also announced that, due to the closure of Israel's airspace, scheduled flights connecting to Ben Gurion International Airport have been canceled at least until March 3rd. Breaking news: Aramco was bombed next to the Greek Patriot missiles. Global chaos at airports, and an alert has been issued in Suda as well. The fire of war is now reaching the world's largest energy facilities at a time when the global aviation network is collapsing. The statements of the American president about a possible extension of operations cast a heavy shadow. Meanwhile, in Greece, security authorities are fortifying targets of American interests, including the Suda base. The first footage is coming to light from the heavy strike that hit the Ras Tanura refinery of the Saudi Arabian state oil giant Aramco, confirming the use of Iranian drones. Official confirmation of the drone strike on the refinery of the said company. According to industry sources cited by Reuters, the company proceeded with an immediate and precautionary suspension of the refinery's operations, however, assuring that the situation is fully under control. What is causing great concern in Athens is the fact that the Greek Patriot air defense artillery battery is deployed very close to the site of the attack. The developments are indeed rapid. Tehran's dissatisfaction with Moscow's very limited military assistance. So, analysts question the impact of the new Russian military supplies to Tehran. Russian military assistance to Iran is being measured out drop by drop. These systems are unlikely to change the balance of power, and Moscow would prefer not to divert them. From the Ukrainian perspective, however, they serve to ease Iranian annoyance over the limited support provided, despite the strategic cooperation. A little over a year ago, Russia and Iran signed a strategic cooperation agreement aimed at deepening relations between the two countries, also through economic and military cooperation. In February of this year, the naval forces of Russia and Iran conducted joint exercises in the Gulf of Oman, approaching the American aircraft carrier United States ship Abraham Lincoln, which is located off the coast of Iran. Since January, journalist and political analyst Nikita Zmangin noted on Radio Svoboda that the new supplies could be useful if, during a prolonged military campaign, helicopters or other forces are deployed to operate directly on Iranian soil. In the 12th Day War, Israel did not launch missiles from its own territory, and the Manpad systems would have been useless. However, Tehran is trying to gather any kind of weapon that sooner or later could prove useful. Furthermore, Russia fully understands that direct assistance meaning sending its own soldiers to Iran, would trigger a conflict with the United States and Israel. Turkish Ministry of War, operational missiles, 400 that will not go to Somalia, as they wanted in the United States of America. With a brief announcement from the Turkish Ministry of Defense, Ankara cut off Trump, because that's what this is about. Not only the transfer of the S-400 missiles to Somalia, but also their full activation. The relations between Turkey and the United States of America are said to be ideal, but this only concerns the personal relationship between Erdogan and Trump. There are many thorny issues in the relations between the two sides. Most of them concern Turkey's stance in the Middle East, the S-400s, its relations with Israel and other countries, and especially its stance towards Hamas. In all these matters, the real relationship between Turkey and the United States is not good at all, no matter what many may claim. The Turkish Ministry of Defense specifically announced that the S-400 air defense systems are ready for use. They are now operationally integrated into the arsenal of the Turkish armed forces, and there are no plans to use them in Somalia. The same Ministry of Defense announced that the systems were acquired according to the operational needs of the Turkish armed forces and that they are ready for use. The announcement emphasized that there are no plans to use the S-400s in Somalia, and that media and social media speculation on this issue should be ignored. The announcement included the following phrase: "The S-400 air defense systems were acquired according to the operational needs of our Turkish armed forces and are ready for use." The same announcement also noted that Syria's entry into the coalition against Islamic State of Iraq and Syria as the 90th member, and the increased authority of the government of Damascus in the country has affected the Syrian pound to reconsider their military presence in Syria. That was the video. If you liked it, you can subscribe to the channel to get notified about every new video. Don't forget to leave us comments with your opinion.